Good morning, everyone. Today we are here to present our OSHA projects. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to introduce to our group members. So the first member is Kim Min Chiu, Sana Kem Hua Mudas, and the second member is Chin Yi Long. Next is Kan Jin Chen, and Cho Jo On, and last is me, Hui Wen Hao.
Okay, I will continue the introduction. So, as we know that the construction industry is filled with the various risks and the hazards. So hence our group conduct risk assessments based on the simulate construction site. So in this risk assessments, our group will use and follow a hierarchies guideline, and the purpose is to reduce the case of accidents and incidents to ensure the well-being of the workplace.
Good day, doctor. My name is Chao On. Matrix number is AF200166. So I will talk about what construction site we choose and the overview of it. So the construction site that we choose is Afrik Bank and HSBC Bank, which located at TRX Kuala Lumpur. So this construction project is led by the Perry Formwork Malaysia Sendiri Berhad. So next, what are the types of work that are included in this construction site? First is the working at height. Next is manual handling, electrical work, excavation work, and the last is the structural work, steel work. The meanings of working at height is the task that conducted in a place where a person might fall at significant distance and sustain physical injury or even fatal. So for example, building maintenance, installation or repair of structure, painting, window cleaning, electrical work, scaffolding, or roofing are the example for the working at height. For the electrical work in the construction industry, it has involved the wiring installation, power distribution, feature and appliance installation, and many more. This type of work uh, is needed experienced electrician or electrical engineer to conduct it. Meanings of excavation work is that using heavy machinery like uh, excavators, bulldozer, craners, or concrete mixer to do the excavation of soil, rock, or other materials as part of a building or demolition task that use tools to open, face hollows, or even the hole. So for the structural steelwork, the activities that are involved in it is welding, cutting, and grinding steel components. The purpose of this structural steelwork is to build a frame of the infrastructure. Lastly, manual handling is involved in the work of this construction site also. So lifting, lowering, carrying, pushing, tugging, and holding or even supporting items by hand are all examples of manual handling jobs. These duties are widespread in a variety of sectors and organizations. So this is all my part. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jin Yilong, metric number AF200169. Falling is a significant hazard in construction sites, as workers may encounter unguarded edges, unstable scaffolding, or inadequate fall protections, putting them at risk of serious injuries or even fatalities. Electrical hazards present a significant risk in construction sites, as exposed wiring, damaged cords, and improper grounding equipment can lead to electrocution. Noise exposure is a significant hazard in construction sites, where constant use of heavy machinery, power tools, and equipment generates high levels of noise, potentially leading to hearing loss, and other auditory health issues among workers. Manual handling and ergonomic hazards are prevalent in construction sites, as workers frequently engage in heavy lifting, awkward postures, and repetitive motions, which can lead to musculoskeletal disorders and injuries. Excavation hazards pose a substantial risk in construction sites, where workers are exposed to dangers due to the potential collapse of trenches, the presence of hazardous materials, and the complexities of working in confined spaces.
Good day, Doctor. My name is Kang Junchen. So now continue with the analysis of identify hazard using high rails. So risk also can be represented as combination of likelihood of an occurrence of the hazard event with specific time of situation and the severity which even cause injury and damage to the health of people, property, environment, and any combination of these. Three content needs in the hierarchy are hazard identification, risk analysis, and risk control. And the more important part is risk analysis because we need to determine the risk is from 1 to 5. So risk is the combination of likelihood and the severity. The ranking of likelihood and severity we can take from the left-hand side figure. As we know that if the risk is high, we need to immediately control the hazard. If medium, we only need her temporarily measure. If lows, mean that the hazard is achievable. Next, hierarchies form below show the hazard we found in the construction site. So for the wiring instruction, we show the high risk, which is 16, mean that it will likely happen in the construction site and maybe cause somebody die, injured, and property damage. So the control recommended is training and education, while welding, cutting, and drilling steel components show the low risk, which is mean that it likely happen in the construction site but never cause somebody injured or damaged. And the recommendation control is personal protective equipment.
Hi, my name is Kevin J. Arakiamude. So now I would like to share a little bit about the recommendations for control measures. So there are actually 5 control measures that we propose. So the first one is training and education, and the second one is PPE, which is the personal protective equipment, and the third one is engineering control, and the fourth one is job design and work organizations in terms of the mechanical aids and also equipment. So the fifth, which is the last one, is the pre-planning and risk assessment, for example, like building barriers. So I will explain more later on. Alright, so the first control measure that I would like to share with you is to provide the workers training and also educations, of course, which related to their work, especially in terms of the work knowledge and also some precaution of it. So program for comprehensive training can be implemented and also conducted for all the workers, including like the subcontractors, supervisors, and also new hires, as it address a range of safety and also hazard identification issue, which might be differ in different construction sites. So this program is actually able to bring out the outcome of increasing the hazard recognitions among the workers, and of course encouraging workers to be familiar with safe work practice and also some emergency procedures for certain cases that is unpredictably happened at site. So the next control measures that I would like to share with you is the safe equipments for workers, such as the PPE, the personal protective equipments. So these equipments can ensure workers on their job is outfitted with proper PPE, like such as the safety goggles, steel toe boots, glove, and also the hard helmets. The next one that I would like to share with you is the engineering controls, which is really efficient in preventing the hazard, for example, like the falling hazard. So engineering controls such as building a temporary guardrails or barriers on a high platform can prevent like workers falling from height accidentally as they are doing their roofing constructions. So the fourth control measures that I would like to share with you is the job design and also work organizations, which is really critical in controlling the manual handling and also ergonomic hazard.
So not only that, we train the workers on manual handling techniques, but also we should make good use of the mechanical aids and also the equipments to deal with the heavy loads at site. So the last control measure that I would like to share with you is the pre-planning and also risk assessment is required to be done at the early stage. So, for example, at excavation site, we should implement some suitable protective system like building a distinct physical barrier or signage or even a fencing to deter the unauthorized entries.
In conclusions, the risk assessment has been successfully carried out to provide the variables, reference, and insight to the potential hazards. And our group also provide a reasonable measurement control plan, including engineering control and administrative control. So the most important thing is a purpose implementations and review of the ongoing construction site and to ensure the effective of the plan is required.
Last but not least, we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.